Hello everyone and welcome to the final round of the 2019.2 South African simGP series, and this of course is the Division 1 race this evening, and I'm Jason Holden-Jones and I'll be solo in the commentary booth this evening, unfortunately. Anyway, it is my usual co-commentator in the simGP series out on track right now, so watch Daniel Haynes. So his first flying lap at 156.321, currently in second position behind this man Jim Clark. The overwhelming favourite to take the drivers' title this evening after wrapping up the GT Drivers' Championship just 2 weeks ago. And Clark's team, Echo Racing, of course, also favourites to wrap up the team's championship as well. Clark and Sterner well in position to do that. Jim Clark on provisional pole right now. And Bongi Mabida looking strong in second position. Great to see him racing again. Big welcome to everybody in the YouTube live chat. Welcome. And yeah, great to be back commentating after a bit of a break. Let's see what this race produces this evening. I'm not sure anyone can stay with Clark. But let's see what happens. And of course Clark winning all of the races so far except for Daniel Haynes. I think Haynes won round 3, I think it was. And it's been great to be using this car this season, developed by RaceSimStudio.com. And absolutely fantastic modding team who have built this very detailed and very enjoyable car to drive. It also does have DRS, but we disabled DRS for this season. I think it was the right decision. The racing's been pretty good. Bongi Mabida leaves the pits for another run at Clark. And just over 8 minutes remaining. That's the drivers getting ready for their second run. Should have 15 cars on the grid this evening. Not too bad for the final race of the season. Of course, we do also have the Division 2 race on Wednesday. For another. On board now with Bongi Mabida for a lap around Spa. And you see Mabida's got the halo there, but the drivers can disable the halo. You don't have to drive with it. And Mabida might be driving without the halo this evening, but it's just from my perspective, all the cars have the halo. Don't let that put you off if you think about entering the GP series if we do run it next season. Let's see how we go. A lot of people asking me about the 2020.1 season, and I still cannot confirm anything yet. So let's just get the current season finished. We've got this final round of the GP series this evening, of course, and then we have the final round of the simGT series in 2 weeks' time. So this season not quite over yet. Mabida slow into chicane. I decided to abandon that attempt before he got going. Now we'll look and see what Matthew Boy is up to in the point blank racing entry. Currently in 5th position with a 56.753, 1.6 seconds off the pace. Lawrence Turner now in third position. It's quite impressive at Monza. It's almost taking it to Jim Clark. And one of the drivers who's been able to put any pressure on Clark this season is his teammates. Sterner. I think Sterner's actually really improved throughout the season. I think my most improved driver this season, if you had to ask me. In the GP series anyway. Mobita's in the pits. Sterner's about to start a flying lap. Here comes Daniel Haynes. He's 3/10 slower than his best lap time so far. No doubt about to start another run. Haynes through now. He's about square with his best delta so far. Up the Kemmel straight. I do say up because it's going up quite a hill. I've actually walked along the side there, along that path. It's actually very, very steep. More than what you can see from TV anywhere when you're watching the Formula One. Yeah, I went to the World Endurance Championship 6 hours of Spa. I think it was, 3 years ago now? Or 4 years ago. Fantastic experience that was. And I walked around the entire circuit. Quite a walk, I must say, beautiful in the forest here. Dirk Brand asked if I'll be racing the Division 2 race on Wednesday. Oh, Dirk, I'd love to, but it's not looking likely at the moment. Life is very hectic for me at the moment. I'm in a good way, I must say, I can't complain. But yeah, sim racing unfortunately is taking a back seat for me, unfortunately, for the moment. I do every once in a while grab a race on iRacing when I can. But as for competitive racing, unfortunately, I just don't have time for it at the moment. It's a bit of a sad thing in my life right now. But anyway, just over 2 minutes remaining. And yeah, so Clark's over on provisional pole position. Mobita's just 3/10 behind him around this long circuit. It's very impressive performance by Mobita so far. And Boita there now, he's popped up into third position, the 56 dead. Yeah, Dirk, we did have a good run in it. I think that was at Monza, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, who knows? Maybe I'll race on Wednesday night. Let's see. Maybe I won't have such a hectic day on Wednesday and I can get myself onto the grid. Nick Hodgson now half a second up on his best delta for Point Blank Racing. Currently in 8th position. This should give him what? This could give him a 3rd position if he can keep this up. But yeah, I wouldn't mind giving these cars one last go on Wednesday evening. That's if we don't use them next season. I'm not saying we're not going to use them next season. I've not decided anything for next season yet. And that, yeah, that's how it is right now. Hodgson went up to 5th position. I think he had a slight mistake out of the chicane. Just over a minute remaining now. What's Mobita doing? He is square with his best delta. Looking for their 3/10 to get onto terms with Clark. Yeah, of course, racing this car at this track is very special as well. It might be enough to get me out on the circuits on Wednesday evening. Let's see, Dirk. Let's see. Birenas found it 10th. He needs another 2. Down the long back straight. What is Buerta doing? We beat it. Lost all his good work, unfortunately. Actually abandons the lap. Here comes Sterner now, looking for 2/10. Take on Buerta for 3rd. What do you get? It's going to be tight. No, he doesn't. Just half a 10th shy of Buerta. That's the end of Sterner's attempt. Daniel Haynes down in 6th position. He would have thought he'd been up there in 2nd after his fantastic final practice result. Barry May says no hints on cars for next season. No, because I don't know what's going to happen next season yet. So I can't even by mistake suggest what we'll do. So that's where we're at right now. So Daniel Haynes now, it's fine, 3/10. And this could give him 3rd position. It's all about the braking after the chicane. It's stopped well. Like it's good drive now, hopefully. He gets it. Oh, this is going to give him 3rd position, I think. Yes, he goes to 3rd at the death. Wow, great effort there by Daniel Haynes. Before we get the formation lap started, we're going to have a short break. Don't go away. Welcome back to Spa-Francorchamps for the final Division 1 race for the 2019.2 South African simGP series. And just quickly look at the tyre selection for each driver. Everybody on the soft tyre except for Engelbrecht in 14th. He's gone for the super soft. So we can expect him to sort of march his way towards the front before they let go. Perhaps he knows something that everybody else doesn't know. And that's a tyre to be on. Anyway, Jim Clark leads the field around the formation lap. He is the overwhelming favourite to win the Drivers' Championship this evening. Just 2 weeks after winning the 2019.2 South African Sim GD Series as well. And he and teammate Lawrence Sterner Turner currently in 5th position. They are also the favourites to wrap up the team's title this evening too. So just really Delta Racing, Rudy Murray and Daniel Haynes could upset that plan for the team's title. But as that position now, Echo Racing would take it pretty easily. And really, Echo just need to finish this race to win the driver's title. So we have 15 cars on track this evening. Not too bad for the final race of the season. The final Division 1 race is a Division 2 race on Wednesday evening. Still a couple of grid slots open for that one, so if you want to race in that race, the sign-up form is available on simracesa.co.za. And you could be racing Wednesday evening. So here comes Jim Clark now approaching the speed up point for this race. And excited for this one. Let's see what happens. Can Mabita get the stream on Clark up the Camel Straight? Is he close enough? But Clark's got a great start. Wow, he's just left Mabita behind. Mabita under pressure now from Daniel Haynes. Into La Source we go for the first time. Mabita makes a slight error. I think Haynes is going to be all over him. Anyway, down the hill we go towards... What's happening in the background now? No, Clark's disappearing up the way. Bread has got Duggan for 11th position. Changing positions there. And here comes Daniel Haynes and Bongi Mabita. So Haynes has gone to 2nd. Oh, and they've got a car diving around there. Who's that? That's Buerta being very aggressive, bumping tyres with Mabita. So Jacques Buerta wants to get on with this. He's got Sterner for company. We've got a car dropping down the order. Who's it? Geldenes. Geldenes in trouble for red line. Car slowed down there. Is that Janssen van Rensburg feeling he caused an issue, I think, and slowed down. Good sportsmanship-like behavior there by Janssen van Rensburg. He's gone to the back of the field. I can look forward to him fighting his way back up towards the front. Daniel Haynes under pressure from Mabita. Mabita didn't like that pass by him, I'm sure, and he wants to get back at him straight away. This, of course, playing into the hands of Jim Clark. Clark is away. 2.5 seconds already before we complete the first flying lap. But here comes Mabita. Let's go on board with him. In the slipstream now. Can he get him under braking for the chicane? No, he can't. Wow, Haynes running less error, I think, compared to Mabita. Mabita's going to battle with that throughout the race. Under pressure now from Jacques Buerta. And Sterner right there too. Here comes Sterner. There's a slight lock up there by Buerta, not too bad. Don't think that's enough for a flat spot. Down the way we go. Sterner's really on the back of Buerta now. Here comes Sterner. Gonna run on him. Gonna pull off the slipstream. Oh, they make contact. Oh, that's lucky. We saw what happened between Vettel and Leclerc yesterday. In the during the Grand Prix at... Oh, great move there by Buerta around the outside of Sterner. So Buerta not letting that go. Great racing. Mabita, they start area there by Haynes. Mabita looking to capitalize now. But no, I think Mabita's running too much error. He might come back towards him, running more error, looking off the tyres better. Oh, what a move there up the inside by Mabita. He didn't need to wait at all. Through he goes. Starting to line up now behind Staines. Buerta and Sterner looking to get past him too. And so van Rensburg has got Engelbrecht there for 12th position. On board now with Buerta. Breaking we go for the chicane. And Haynes once back past Mabita too. Buerta to avoid Haynes. So the car's still pretty close together. That's nice. Besides Jim Clark, of course, almost 5 seconds up the road already. Something that we've come to expect just about every race this season. But he's a phenomenal driver in his own right. Here comes Sterner looking up the inside of... has he got Buerta ready? No, he has Buerta. Wow, under brakes. Doesn't give Sterner an inch. And Buerta now on to the rear gearbox of Daniel Haynes. Yeah, Dirk Brand is mentioning clear differences between area setups, making for intriguing racing. Yes, it is. So if this can carry on throughout the race, we're in for quite a cracker this evening. We've got Nick Hodgson in 8th position, trying to chase down his teammate Matthew Boy. Those two point blank racing entries behind Rudy Marais in the 2nd Delta racing car. Oh, we got a spinner. Who's that? It's Daniel Haynes. Oh, he's turned it around at the chicane. He's going to rejoin in 8th position, just ahead of Darren Moss. I think it's Darren Moss's first time in a Division 1 race this evening. Great to see Moss in the mix. But yeah, that's proved costly for Daniel Haynes. Hans van Rensburg's also had a problem. Looks to also be at the chicane. Oh, we've got two side by side now. Oh, contact. Well, that's interesting. And Engelbrecht there just slowing down, feeling he was at fault. Got Jens van Rensburg now trying to force the issue, trying to take two cars. Trying to get past his teammate as well. Oh, again. Contact. Van Rensburg again trying to get past teammate Engelbrecht. Engelbrecht lets him go. Stern. Oh, contact! Oh, that's ugly. The two turned around. And they will bleed positions now. Daniel Haynes. No, it's really Marais, is it? Daniel Haynes goes flying past. Sterner and Buerta recovering now. Sterner waits for Buerta. Does he? Side by side. No, he's not waiting at all. They're racing. Wheel to wheel. Oh, and Buerta really struggling with overheated tires, I think. His teammates Darren Moss flies past. No, it's not his teammate. In fact, those deliveries are very similar. Moss now up into 8th position in his debut Division 1 race. Buerta coming back now at Moss. Lock up there by Buerta. Seems to lock up every time he hits the source. Buerta's got past Moss for 8th position. Comes Darren Moss now back at Buerta. Pulls out of the slipstream. Corner Bread in the mix too. He's going to take 2 cars. Is Bread? No, pulls out of it. Very wise to do so. He's going to fly past. No, he's not. Darren Moss defends very well. Great racing this evening. Lots of action. Alfie van Zel now up into 10th from the back of the field. Finally a bit of consistency is van Zel. Rudy Murray suddenly finds himself in 3rd position. Boy and Hodgson up into 4th and 5th after being, I think, 8th and 9th at the start. Barry May just asking, is any known relations between Darren and Terry Moss by chance? I do not know, Barry. That was not conveyed to me. So, who knows there might be a bit of a connection. And Sales got Darren Moss for 9th position. Now Moss under pressure from Bread. Bread's actually got past. Oh, lots of action here. Darting left to right. 3 goes Bread to 10th position. And so Van Rensburg now on Raymond Duggan. This is over 12th position. Oh, Duggan having none of that. Swoops around the outside, but here comes Van Rensburg again. I think Van Rensburg has the quicker car. Right now, anyway. On board now with Janssen van Rensburg. On the outside. Does he get it done? No, he doesn't. Oh, he does. Nice move. Hodgson, Daniel, hands very close together now. Of course, hands are recovering off that spin at the chicane. Go on board with Haynes. Lovely sounding V6 turbo in the back of this car. Darren Moss now trying to come back now at Duggan. He's having a fantastic battle this evening. They are both behind Janssen van Rensburg. They're in 11th position. And Haynes has got Hodgson into La Source, it looks like. Rouge we go now. And Moss has... Oh, Duggan's turned around, is he? No, it's Moss's turned around. Looks like at the chicane. Half spin for him. It relegates him down to 13th position. Look at our race leader Jim Clark now leading by almost 6 seconds. Matthew Boyd now really starting to hassle Rudy Murray. Delta Racing leading Point Blank Racing for your 3rd position. Matthew Boyd driving well this evening. Lovely touch through La Source. Steering the car beautifully. But hesitant on the throttle there, it cost him a bit. Haynes just moved away slightly. Oh, nice early throttle pickup there by Boy. Where's the gap to Haynes? To Murray, I beg your pardon. Mixing up my Delta Racing cars. The dirty air there just having an effect on Boy's cars. We noticed that bit of understeer. Oh, Oliphant, there's Oliphant there. No, my internet's not working. Ah, I'm missing you on the grid, Leslie. Sorry to hear that, man. Oh boy, much better under braking. Maria feeling the need to go defensive. What a wheel spin there for Maria in front of us. Under pressure from Daniel Haynes. We didn't even see Haynes behind us. Through goes Haynes. Got that job done. So Haynes showing some fantastic pace. Recovering well after his spin. He now goes after teammate Marais. Of course, Marais running his Anton Hubert tribute livery for this race as well. Of course, Anton Hubert killed tragically at the circuit earlier this year. during the Formula 2 race. Boying under pressure from teammate Hodgson. And Lawrence Sterner also coming along for the party. Great to see the cars so close together. All these driving having a fantastic time this evening. The Peters into the pits. That's interesting. Is that highlighting a two-stop strategy for Mabida? I think it might be. Is it the way to go? Is everybody else doing a one-stopper? Doing it very quick on entry to a Rouge. It's the whoa! The wild ride on the grass. He does everything possible to get past Sterner, but here comes Hodgson too. He's also in the slipstream. Trying to get back past him. Oh, Hodgson's not braked himself. It's cost him dearly. And Mabita's rejoined behind Buerta. It's not ideal for Mabita. This is compromising his strategy. Needed to be in clean air now. Mabita is on the soft tire. Jim with the fastest lap of the race, the 56.155. That's flying in race trim. It's turned into quite the Rudy Moret train now, with the other cars lining up behind him. Hodgson now hassling Sterner. The Peter's got Buerta. When Peter's running a two-stop strategy, his car will be much lighter than other cars, of course, on average throughout the race. What is Delta Racing going to do? Are they going to swap Rudy and Daniel? They're going to race. Oh, Rudy into the pits. Early stop there for Rudy Moret. Or is he too like Mabita going to do a two-stop strategy? Murray, Boyd, Hodgson into the pits. Looks like the two-stop strategy is one to look at. Number of cars going for it. Hodgson rejoins in 10th, Boyd in 11th. Daniel Haynes not able to move away from Boy. Boy, very impressive this evening. On some great form here at Spa. Dirk Brand, I reckon they're all two stopping. Bongi just tried for an undercut. Yeah, quite possible. Forcing an issue like Hamilton did on Verstappen during the first round of pit stops. Yesterday, of course, during the Brazilian Grand Prix. And the car is just moving aside there to let the cars past. Good driving. And sail now into the pits. Clark down to the pits. So does Daniel Haynes. He comes, so does Boy. But Stern is also in. Mabida now is through. Have to watch out for Mabida during the second round of pit stops. His strategy pays off. Clark has come in and rejoined in the lead. Boys got Rudy Murray for 4th position. But Daniel Haynes is rejoining 3rd. Haynes, Boys, Boy, Murray and Sterner. So Murray has gone backwards in that round of pit stops. He was 2nd, down to 5th now. The boy, very impressive under braking for the chicane. Closes up on Daniel Haynes. Stern has got Murray for 5th position. Hodgson now moves up into 7th. Are the Breed and Janssen van Rensburg coming to the pits. Breed pressurizing Boita over 8th position. Breed got that move done now. Except for Breed is Jacques Boita in 8th position. Oh, big move for Bread. Oh, he's put it in the wall, has he? Just avoided the wall. But pointing in the wrong direction. Oh, that's a disaster there for Bread. Stern has got Boy for 4th position. The Boy's falling right back off Daniel Haynes. Looks like there was a mistake there by the Point Blank Racing driver. I think Mabita's really made that undercut work for him. Very close during the second round of pit stops. Unfortunately, Darren Moss is retired from this race. I wonder if he had a problem with Clark, because Clark suddenly lost a lot of his lead. I think he lost around 21 seconds. Mabita's taking time of Clark. I wonder if Clark's got damage. Let's have a quick look at the car. Doesn't look like there's any damage to see. And Sterner does a Ricciardo and slips by Mabita, slips past Haynes, I beg your pardon. Good move there. Sterner now up into third position. 26 seconds behind Mabita. Mabita's done really well with that undercut. And Mabita just 10 seconds behind Clark, but Clark is opening up that gap. Well, some of the big spin there, Sterner. Sterner going for a wild ride. Down to 6th position. And will be under pressure from Hodgson. Hodgson not close enough to reach the halfway mark of this race now. Moss now back on track. Back on the serve anyway. A lap down. I wonder if there was a disconnect for him. But great to see him back on the circuit. But Peter now into the pits. Is he trying to do a 3-stop strategy, I wonder? He's going to rejoin. You're in front of Haynes. So Bonky Mabita already making that, I think it is a 3-stop strategy work for him. He rejoins now after his second stop, 8 seconds ahead of Daniel Haynes. So this seems like a great strategy by Mabita, and no one else has caught on to it. Both drivers positioning the cars well on the approach to the chicane. Boy trying to run up the outside, and Haynes defending very well. Haynes a bit more confident on the accelerator pedal out of La Source. Boy, really with Daniel Haynes now. Go for the dirty air. This cost boy. Car scrambling for grip. All the cars on the soft tire now. Oh, big moment there for Haynes. Surely Boy's got a good run on him now. Oh, the side by side, banging wheels. And Boy upside of any kind of move. Because he's going to have the slipstream up the Camel Straight. Boy, Haynes defending like crazy. Boy trying to go on the outside. Can he get the move? Oh, and Haynes loses control. Try and get it going again. But Haynes will drop down again to 7th position. Boy now up into 3rd. Great driving there by Boy. Putting pressure on Daniel Haynes, looking for the error. And it came. The next big fight now is between Sterner and Murray over 4th position. Oh, moving from Sterner up the inside. Murray sees him coming. Great move there by Sterner. Up he goes to 4th position. as we watch Bongi maybe coming through to take second position after Jim Clark has won the race. And Lawrence Sterner will come through to finish third position and to give Echo Racing the team's championship title. Jim Clark, of course, has won the Drivers' Championship. And Matthew Boy come through to get fourth position. It was Rudy Murray in fifth position, closely followed by teammate Daniel Haynes. Because these two are the team's championship winners from last season. But that title will go to Echo Racing. Great racing tonight. Shark Boerto will get 7th. Nick Hodgson 8th. Hansen van Rensburg 9th. And Corne Breed completes the top 10. And that concludes the final Division 1 race of the 2019.2 South African simGP series. Thank you very much for watching. And from me, Jason Holden-Jones, have a fantastic evening. And can't wait for the race on Wednesday, Division 2. All the best until then. Goodbye.